Hey yo, how's it going everyone? I'm Kudev here. Alright guys, so today in this video I wanna show you guys how to play eFootball mobile on your Android phone using a controller to control the game. So in this case we are going to use our PC or our laptop to map the control by using this software right here, QTSCRCPY. Alright, so it's really hard to pronounce by the way. So yeah, you can search on Google. Alright, so this one right here to download. Alright, let me click this one right here and scroll down until you find the download link right here. This one right here. Alright, you can also download on Mac, on Linux also, but we are going to focus on Windows right here because I'm using Windows right here. So yeah, you need to download this file right here, and also we need to download an ADB driver. Alright, you can also search on Google and this one right here and just download the driver right here. Alright, so I already installed the driver right here, so I don't need to download anymore. And back to the SCRCPY right here. After you download the file, alright, as you guys can see here, this is the latest file right here. You need to extract it using 7-zip, or you can use the WinRAR. Alright, after you extract, this is the folder right here. So let me open the folder right here. So scroll down and find the file here. Alright, so this is the program file. Let me open it. As you guys can see here, this is the QTSCRCPY. Alright, now let me do some quick settings here. Max size, you can use the original max size, but I'm going to use the minimum one right here. And then lock orientation, I'm gonna select no lock here. Yeah, I think that's it, the basic settings. Alright, so now we need to connect our phone using a data cable right here. But before that, on your phone we need to activate some feature called USB debugging. So let me show you how to. Alright, open the settings on your phone right here, and we need to activate the developer mode. It might be different on your phone how to do that, but basically it's just the same way. Alright, so we need to select the about phone right here, and then let me select the all specs here. And for the MIUI version or Android version, in this case I'm using a Xiaomi phone right here, so tap it repeatedly until you're a developer now. Alright, there you go. Back to the settings, and then scroll down, find the additional settings right here. Scroll down and find the developer options. Alright, scroll down and activate this one right here, USB debug. Alright, check this one right here and then select OK right here. There you go. Now we need to connect our phone using a data cable right here. Alright, so let me connect my phone right here. And as you guys can see here, there's a question here. You can checklist this one right here, always allow from this computer, and then select OK right here. There you go. Now our phone can be detected on this SCRCPY right here. Alright, so let me select USB connect right here. And as you guys can see here, now my phone is connected, and now we can see the phone screen right here. Yeah, that's it basically. Alright guys, so what we need to do right now, let me just close this first. Alright, so now we need to download a program called Virtual Control on our PC. So let me just select this on Google, search it on Google, and you can download the top one right here, Virtual Controller. Alright, and then select download right here. Alright, now run the program right here. Select run, select next right here. Alright, create a desktop shortcut, next, and install. Alright, there you go. Now select finish right here, and as you guys can see here, this is the virtual controller main menu right here. Alright, now what you guys need to do is connect your controller on your PC right here. I'm gonna connect it using a data cable, also USB cable, or you can use a Bluetooth controller if you have a Bluetooth controller, but I prefer using a USB run. Alright, now select the settings right here, settings, and select IO devices, and then for the physical right here, select setup right here, keyboard, and make sure it's enabled. Right, and also set up mouse, make sure it's enabled. And then also the cam controller, make sure it's enabled. All right, now my controller is detected right here. And then for the virtual here, set up, make sure the simulated keyboard is also enabled. All right, set up again, simulated mouse also enabled. All right, just two of these. All right, and close this one right here. Now select settings again, select control, and now select tools right here, select quick binding. All right, on the output devices, select the virtual mouse first. And now we need to map our controller so we can use it as a mouse. All right, for the left click, I'm gonna use assign here, select assign here. And for the left click, I'm gonna use my LT button right here on my controller. Let me press it. There you go. And for the right click, select assign right here. I'm gonna use the RT button on my controller. There you go. And what about the cursor? I'm going to use my right analog here to move the cursor. So to map that, axis speed X plus right here, I think this is for the right cursor, right? So let me select assign. I'm going to use my right analog here. I'm gonna move it to the right direction. All right, and then X plus right here, I'm gonna use it for left direction right here on my right analog, right? Left direction. And what about the Y plus here? I think this is for the down direction. So I'm gonna use my right analog here to select down here, down direction. And also Y plus right here, this is for up direction. All right, my right analog here and up direction. All right, there you go. So let me test it first. All right, let me close this and then close also this one right here and select main here and select run. All right, now we can use this controller to move the cursor. As you guys can see here, it's working fine. And also we can use the LT button here for left click. And yeah, that's it basically. All right, let me just stop it for a while here and select settings again, select control, select tools, quick binding. Let me select the output device on virtual keyboard. All right, now let me map some button right here so I can control the keyboard button on my controller right here. All right, so first off, I think I'm gonna map the WASD button right here. WASD. All right, where is W? All right, the button W right here. Select assign. I'm gonna use my left analog here as the WASD button. All right, so W, I'm gonna up direction on my left analog here, up. All right, what about A button right here? It's for the down direction on my left analog here. All right, down. All right, what about S here? S button right here, assign for the left direction on my left analog right here. There you go. And then D button right here, assign for the right direction on my left analog here. There you go. Now we can use the left analog here for the WASD button right here. All right, there you go. All right, what about the other remaining button right here? All right, so I'm just gonna map a random button on the keyboard right here. What about the F button right here? Assign. I'm gonna use my LB button right here. All right, G button on the keyboard. I'm gonna use my RB button on the controller. H button, I'm gonna use it for A button on my controller. And then also I button here, assign. I'm gonna use my X button on my controller right here. J button on the keyboard, I'm gonna use my Y button here. All right, Y button on my controller. And then also K button on the keyboard, assign. I'm gonna use a B button on my controller right here. All right, what about the D-pad button right here? As you guys can see here, there's a D-pad button right here. I think I'm just gonna use it for also the D-pad button on the keyboard. Where is that? There you go. Left, up, right, and down. All right, for left button on my controller. and then up button also up on my controller, right also, right, and then down. All right, down. There you go. Another random button here. I think I'm gonna use it for what about L button right here? I'm gonna use it for select button on my controller, and then M button here for the start button on my controller. Alright, I think it's enough now. Yeah, it's enough. So now let me close the one right here. Alright, so this is all the mapping that we mapped so far. You can add more if you guys want. So yeah, let me close it, and then let me select main here, and then let me run it. All right, there you go. All right guys, so the next thing is let me minimize this one right here. Let me connect my phone again to this QTSCRCPY. All right, now let me open the game here on my phone right here. In this case, we are going to play eFootball right here. All right, let me open the app right here. Let me full screen right here. All right, as you guys can see here, now we need to map the controller on this game right here. All right, there you go. Now let me open the game right here. All right guys, so as you guys can see here, now what you guys need to do, we need to go to the extras right here, select game settings, play settings, and make sure the control type is virtual pad. All right, directional stick type, make sure is fixed. All right, now scroll down and select button configuration right here. All right, as you guys can see here. All right, now we need to take a screenshot on our computer right here. All right, so let me just close the game first here. Let me save my screenshot right here by using Microsoft Paint. All right, let me paste here. All right, so let me save it, efb.png. There you go, enter. All right, it's saved now. Close this one right here. Now we need to go into the Chrome again, our browser, and now you guys need to open this site right here. All right, so this is for the key mapping. Now we need to key map. We need to map the button. You can now select the background right here, background, and then select the file you guys the screenshot, there you go. So this is now the screenshot. We need to map the button right here through shoot, pass, dash, and also the left analog here. All right, scroll down here. Now first you need to select the single click right here, select and drag it here. All right, for the pass button right here, scroll down and press any key right here. Press any key. Now I'm gonna use the pass button for the A button on my controller right here. All right, so it's with as H button right here because it's a keyboard button. All right, also single click again for the true button right here. I'm gonna use press any key right here. I'm gonna use Y button here. There you go. Single click again, drag it to the shoot button right here. I'm gonna use my B button right here. There you go. What about dash? All right, single click again, dash. I think press any key right here. I think I'm gonna use my RT button right here. There you go. Now we need to map also for the movement right here. I'm going to use steering wheel right here. Steering wheel, drag it here. All right, as you guys can see here, this is going to be WASD right here, so we can use the left analog here for the movement. All right, so what's next? I think I'm gonna add the mouse map right here. I'm gonna put it here. I think the mouse map is for some control. I think I'm gonna put it on true right here, so perform some I think some skill maybe. And what about the drag feature right here. So I'm gonna show you drag feature. I think I'm gonna put it here, so we can swipe the screen from this to this right here. All right, I'm gonna use it. Press any key right here. I think I'm gonna use it for, what about the up button on the D-pad button right here? There you go. You can also select another drag here if you guys want. For example, this one right here, and for this swipe right here. This is basically the gesture, you know. And press any key right here. I'm gonna use it for the left D-pad button right here. I think one more here to here. All right, press any key, and I'm gonna use the right D-pad right here. Yeah, I think that's basically. You can change the direction here if you guys want it. I don't really know how to use the skill, by the way, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. All right guys, so yeah, I think it's good now. All right, so yeah, now let me, all right, so this is the important one right here. To switch the key, I mean to activate this mapping right here, you need a switch key. All right, so select this one right here. I think I'm gonna use the star button here to switch key, for the switch key. All right, that's it. Now we need to save this. Select save right here, the configuration. All right, so let me open it. All right, so this is one right here. I'm gonna rename it to eFootball mapping. All right, there you go. Now let me move it to the keymap folder on the SCRCPY folder right here. All right, the latest one right here, and select keymap right here, and then paste it here. There you go. So this is the config file. All right, so let me close all of this. All right, back to the QTSCRCPY. Now let me connect my phone again, but first we need to refresh the script here. Refresh the script. Now the script is there right now. All right, select apply, and then now connect the phone. All right, now we can control our phone right now, our game, by using the controller. I mean, so yeah, let me do some training here. All right, free training, practice match. All right, there you go. All right guys, so now as you guys can see here, I'm on the game right now. Now what you guys need to do is to press the switch key. All right, I'm gonna press the switch key right here, and as you guys can see here, the cursor is gone right now. Now we can control the game right here. As you guys can see here. Right, pass, through, and shoot. Wait. All right, shoot. There you go. That's it basically. And also you can deactivate the script by using also the star button again, so you can use the cursor to perform some like action like this, you know. You just need to use the cursor or to perform some free kick or something like that, and activate the script again, and now you can control the game again. That's it basically. What do you guys think? All right, so let me deactivate and close this one right here. Alright guys, so yeah, that's the tutorial. If you guys like the tutorial, don't forget to comment below what you guys think. If you guys didn't understand something, just let me know in the comment section below. So yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and see you in the next video.